Hey guys, welcome back to Ignite Fitness. Today I'm going to take you through another bar style body sculpt workout. I have a set of 3 pounds and a set of 5 pounds. 5 pounds absolutely the max you want to use for this workout. We're going to target lots of little muscles in our body and it's going to be a lot of really high rep work, okay? It's going to be another intuitive movement. We're just going to kind of flow through this workout. No timer, no counting reps. We're just going to have lots of fun with this, okay? So pick up your weights. I'm going to start with my 5s. I'll drop down to my 3s. As I see fit, and we're just going to kind of work through all of our different muscle groups. We're going to start with our upper body, move to our lower body, and then we're going to hit that core. All right, 3, 2, 1. So we're just going to start with some nice easy side raises. And so when we're doing any kind of workout that's going to start targeting our shoulders, and especially in bar, we always want to add that little plie in there. I just like to get the legs warmed up while we're working that upper body, and it's going to give us a little bit of momentum here. So I still want you to slow down and control those shoulders, okay? Lifting from those shoulders, we're not lifting from the legs here. Keep our belly in tight, using that core. We're going to switch and we're just going to alternate front raises here. You can see I still got that little bend in my leg, keeping that core tight. And when we're using this motion here, we're going to feel those abs activating. Get ready to switch. We're going to come up and down. These are full circles here. I got that soft bend in my knees and a soft bend in my elbows here. We're not completely flexing, locking out those elbows. We always want to keep a soft bend in the joints. Keep them protected. You start to feel your shoulders burning here. Everything starts to come in. Two more. Bring them down nice and slow. Turn the weights. We're going to upright row. Pull them up. And we're really sculpting the shoulders, guys. Keeping that little bend in our legs. Warming them up because we're going to make them work later. And at any point you need to drop those weights and grab a sip of water, guys, you can do that. No pressure. You can pause the workout at any point if you need a little break. Like I said, we're working those smaller muscle groups here. Especially this high rep work, we're gonna feel that burn. That's what I love in these sculpting workouts. It challenges us in different ways. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn your leg to the side. We're just gonna come into a single arm row. Keeping that leg pointed back. You want the challenge like we've done in our other sculpting workouts. You point that toe and that lift, really squeezing through that back. Let's switch sides here. So step that foot, turn, and start bringing in that row, using that weight as a counterweight here, squeezing that back up. If you want to challenge and take that leg up, start bringing that glute work in, glute it up. Let's take it center here, and we're just gonna go into the bench row. So I'll turn to the sides here too, guys, so you can see from every angle that I'm nice and flat in my back. I got my tummy held in tight, and I'm squeezing those arms. Beautiful, guys. Turn to the front, take those elbows down, locked into those sides, and we're going to curl those weights. Add that bounce again. Nice. Little bend in the knees and a squeeze. hold here. Keeping one arm up, we're just going to bend and squeeze the other. I know those arms are burning. 2, 1, hold up, now switch and lift the arms. We've got an isometric hold going in that one bicep here. Keeping the elbow tucked, nice and close to the side. Now we're going to switch to a hammer curl. We're going to lower and lift. I know these biceps are burning. Making them work in a different way than just doing standard rep work or timed workouts. The heavier weights, we're burning and we're sculpting these muscles. We're really creating that nice shape in our muscles with these lighter weight workouts. They're still so fun and challenging in their own way. 2, last one. Let's hold that weight up and curl. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that weight up, switch. Beautiful, guys. Let's just go into standard press now. Give those biceps a little bit of a break, but not really, because they're still working in the shoulder press here. Just stabilizing those shoulders. So we're coming into that nice goal post here with those arms pressing up, holding that nice strong goal post so everything's in a nice line here. We're not dropping those elbows down. We're keeping everything in alignment, keeping that core held tight, squeezing those glutes at the top. Beautiful. Bring them down. We're going to now hinge at our hips. We're going to roll those weights up and we're going to hit the triceps into a nice kickback here. Nice. Strong core, flat back. Bending those knees. Hold one arm forward. Let's work that back. 2. Use your breath. Hold it center now. Take it back. Other side. Squeeze that arm. Bring it center. Take them both back. And we're going to pulse here. Squeeze those arms. Come half and back. Half, back. Squeeze that tummy. Come all the way in now and out. Last little bit on these triceps. Beautiful, guys. Let's drop those weights for a second. Grab a sip of water. We targeted a lot of muscles in our upper body. You did so great. All right, let's shake them out, loosen them up, because we're gonna hold those weights again. So again, we got your 5s and your 3s, or your lighter weights, whatever you choose. Pick them up. We're gonna start working those legs now, okay? We're gonna start in a bit of a sumo series. So we're just gonna start taking those weights, and we just want a really natural hold on those weights. We don't want you gripping, just resting into those weights. Nice soft fingers, and we're just gonna start squeezing in that sumo position. Feet nice and wide. When we are in this sumo, it's okay for those knees to track over. It's the only squat where it's okay for our knees to track over our toes. Couple more like this. Make sure you're sliding that bum straight underneath you. Last one. And we're going to sink it down and pulse. Now I want to curl on that. Pulse, 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 and curl. coming only up halfway. And curl. Pulse, 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 and curl. Pulse, 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 and curl. I know everything's gonna start to burn here, but I wanna keep that muscle working and contracted. Pulse, 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 and curl. Pulse, 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 and curl. Now hold here, keeping those weights up. We're going to lift the heels, and we're gonna keep pulsing. Holding those weights. Up on those toes, releve. Beautiful. Come up and back to that standard sumo. Slow it down. Last one here. Drop it down. We're going to lift that heel and pulse. Switch. Stand center. Stick it down. Other leg. Drop that heel. Sink it low. Come up to standing. Relax. Put the weights down. Sip of water. I know these little sequence in these series burn. They really sculpt those nice lines. Look at that nice little kink line here. Those nice lines on the inside of our thigh. We are sculpting. Sculpting, right? Pick up your weights, guys. We're just gonna go to some standard squat. Basic squat down here. So we're gonna go basic squat, and we're gonna take one arm up. Basic squat, arm up. Nice sword pull on that arm, all the way up. Creating those nice, lean, sexy backs. If that's what you want, that's what you're going for. We all have our own goals, right? We're all here with our own reasons, our own sets of goals. For some of us, it's aesthetic. Other people, it's mental. Last two like this. Now we're gonna stay low and pulse for me. I'm gonna talk, you listen. Right, we all have our goals for being here. Whatever they may be, maybe you wanna inspire your children to get off their phones and be more physically active. Maybe you and your partner, your husband, your wife, spouse, lover, whatever, wanna get more healthy together. Maybe you're doing this for your physical health. You haven't been in good physical health for a while, and you know that it's time to take a change. Whatever your reasoning may be, lean into that reasoning. Lean into those goals and those aspirations when things get hard and you start to feel that discomfort in your body and maybe you want to quit. Like right now, I know everything's burning, but we lean into that feeling. We remind ourselves of our goals and why we're here. 3, 2, 1. Come up to stand. Drop those weights. Sip of water. Stay nice and hydrated. Make sure you have a full bottle when we start these workouts, guys. We're going to some lunges. Take one weight. I'm gonna adjust the mat. Like you. One weight. Catch your breath here while I sort out myself. All right, so we're just going to alternate lunge and twist. Just twisting that weight back and forth. I'm starting to bring that core into it. Notice that when we did the upper body, we started bringing the legs into it. We start doing the lower body, we start bringing the abs into it in preparation. Beautiful, guys. Almost through this one. Hold down here, pulse. Hold that weight, center. Bring it center, take it back, and we're pulsing. Nice, tuck pelvis. Bring it center, take it back, and pulse. Center, and pulse. Beautiful, guys. Come center. Drop that weight. Come on down to the mat with me. Take your weights here. Down into that nice bridge position. As we bridge up, we're going to go into a chest press and down. Let's go, guys. Press and down. Press and down. Really squeezing those weights up at the top. Squeeze that core. Last one here. Bring it down, take it up. We're going to pulse for 3, 2, 1, release. 3, 2, 1, release. So give me that nice strong hold on the chest and that pulse. Release. So really squeezing that pelvis towards the sky, guys. Taking those elbows wide in preparation for that chest press. We're working a lot of different muscle groups in this series here, really sculpting everything. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Rest it down. Drop those weights and just hug the knees into your chest. And those are a challenge. Come on up to sitting. I'm going to switch to my 3 pound. For this, I suggest you do 2. It's definitely going to be more of a challenge if you have a lighter weight option for you. We're going to go into a bird dog. We're actually going to use a weight for this one. So we're going to take our opposite arm and leg up. We're going to lift and crunch. And we're just going to press that weight forward. We're just adding a little bit resistance to that. So we're working that glute on the extension and the hamstring. And we're working that back and shoulder on that extension of the arm. Really withdrawing that, drawing that arm in nice and slow and controlled. Tucking that pelvis into that crunch, bringing that core into it. We're warming up that core in preparation for the ab round. One more like this. Take it out, we're going to pulse. Just little pulses. Keep that belly tight. And rest it down. Good job, guys. You want to sink back into child's pose. Find the length in those muscles. Come back up to center. Switch the weight into the other hand now. Again, if you find that weight for this movement is too challenging, it's throwing your balance off too much, you can drop it down and just do this weight lift. 3, 2, 1. So we're lifting up and crunching that weight in. We're drawing it back. This is really controlled movement. Controlling it in, extending it out. Almost like a shoulder press here. Drawing it back. Core nice and strong. Let's do this one. You know what's coming. Let's take it out now and pulse. Bring it in, guys. Sink it back again, child's pose. Find the length in those muscles. Once again. Good job. All right. Grabbing our weights, so I'm going to stick with my 3s. We're going to go into some nice camels here. So we're going to take the weights up to our shoulders. We're going to press up into that camel position. Bring them down. Press it up and down. We're just going to slow things down here. So really take your time to catch your breath. Use your breath on that press up. Really strong, controlled arms. You can see my stomach as I press up, as I'm exhaling. I'm squeezing it so tight. I'm creating that nice flat line in my body. A few more like this. And our glutes are working a lot. Again, so last time we're gonna pulse at the top, flexing that pelvis again. And down. And down. And down. 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 Good job, guys. And rest. We got one more move in our leg series before we hit our abs. I'm gonna pick up my heavier weights. We're gonna do a deadlift. You know, just because it's a lighter, more sculpting workout does not mean that we can't do similar moves to what we do in a heavier training session. I got my 5-pound weight. We're going to hit that middle shin, squeezing our glutes, keeping our core in tight and flat back. When you're ready, guys. We'll be squeezing at the top, hinging those hips back, squeezing, hinging, and squeezing. I just love deadlifts when we're using these light weights because it's just such a fluid movement. And it's such a great movement to practice control, keeping that back flat, neutral neck, strong core. Now we're going to pulse. So back. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. 3, 2, 1, squeeze. Squeeze. Beautiful, guys. Put those heavier weights down. Switch to your lighter weights. We're going to start hitting that core now. Okay. Our first move is punches. So I got my 3-pound weights here. Again, if the weights are too challenging in this core series, drop the weight. The moves are still just as effective and will still work your core really well, even without the weights. So it's going to look like this. You're going to join me when you're ready. We're going to go into that C-curve position, and we're just going to alternate punching those weights. We got a little twist on the tummy there. It's not a Russian twist though, so we're not going super far. We're just cross body punching. You get that lower back as low as you can to the mat. If you feel like you can challenge yourself and go a little lower, you can do that. Wherever you feel comfort. And if you feel like you're going to fall backwards, then maybe come up a little higher. I know that your arms have worked a lot in this workout already, so they're going to feel that challenge of these punches as well. Last 8, 7, 6. Beautiful. Coming down, feet planted. We're going to take our weights together, and we're just going to come up into some prayer crunches right through those legs. Join me. Like keeping that gaze up towards the ceiling, guys, right? We're not looking at our toes. We're keeping that gaze up, and the more we keep that gaze up, the more we'll protect that back and neck. Keeping those feet planted on the floor, and we're squeezing those shoulder blades off the mat. Last 2. Beautiful. Taking one weight now. We're going to come onto our, no, we're going to come up onto our hand here. Definitely up to our hand. We want the longer lever here. We're going to take that weight up, and we're going to crunch our knee to elbow. We're leaning into that leg. That supporting leg might begin to shake. And I know what you're thinking. Your shoulders are screaming and they're saying, we've already worked, why are we working again? Just keep squeezing them. You know that we're so close to this workout being over. Total body sculpting. Reach that weight. Feel that lengthening in that oblique. Each time you release the contraction. Last one. Beautiful. We're gonna switch sides. I can definitely feel my side booty working there. So taking that leg out straight, shoulder, hand under the shoulder, reaching that weight. Let's crunch it in. Bringing that elbow to knee. Flexing that core, keeping that tummy held tight. Reach, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Pick some water if you need. We got one more move. Coming in that exact same position we were just in. We're gonna take our weight up and we're gonna twist and reach between us. And that arm in a little tighter here. Really focus on engaging in that twist, releasing up. Twist and engage, release it up. Nice strong body, strong mind. Last few like this. I know that booty's burning here as well. 2 more. And all the way up. Release it down. Last side, guys. I'll adjust my mat so I don't look all wonky in the video. Coming up into that same position, lifting, and this time we're gonna rotate under. This is definitely my stronger balance side. Probably just my stronger side in general. I feel so much more control here. Core tight, press those hips up. So keeping those obliques on the side of our body here, engaged, locked in and lifted. 2 more. Last one. And up. Release it down. Well done, guys. Make sure you have a nice, beautiful stretch after this. Take care and have an awesome day. You did great.